Guys, I've got Sarah Baker here in the studio again.
Hi.
So we're doing a video today on Earthy Petrichor / Geosmin fragrances. You guys like this? So what is it?
So I did a little bit of a research to prepare for this and found that what is the difference between Geosmin and Petrichor, because I think there's a lot of confusion around these two things that are really similar, related, yet different.
Okay, so we've got Petrichor, which is the damp earth after it rains, correct?
Right. So it's a kind of perfume in itself. Like it's a lot of different things coming up from damp soil after the rain. So it's kind of like it is necessary for it to have rained in order to have this smell of Petrichor that is released from the earth.
Okay.
So it smells earthy.
Yeah, it's very earthy.
Yeah. Geosmin is the chemical compound that primarily makes up Petrichor. So it's made out of...
So there's differences.
Yeah, there are differences because Petrichor is kind of more elaborate, whereas Geosmin is kind of really specifically the stuff that smells like damp earth. So you find Geosmin in a lot of vegetables such as mushrooms or cannabis, and it has an earthy smell.
It has, yeah. I think when I think of Geosmin, I think of mushroomy smells. And we do have...
Well, when you think of mushrooms, mushrooms, if you really smell mushrooms, they do have like a earthy smell to them, don't they?
Mushrooms are one of my favorite things to eat, by the way. I eat them raw. I love them. And I get that taste in smell form or smell in taste form. And I actually really love it. And it's very, very earthy. It's almost like you're tasting the soil. Because it's kind of grows underground with the soil.
Yeah, totally.
So that's what Geosmin is.
Yeah, Geosmin is basically the chemical compound, but natural compound that is giving us that smell.
Cool.
Yeah.
So now that we got that out of the way, we've got some awesome fragrances that are earthy, whether it's Petrichor or Geosmin. And we're going to start off with the first fragrance, one that you just launched, called PRISM Head, which is this right here. PRISM Head is a patchouli, but Petrichor Geosmin focused.
And it has cannabis and mushrooms in it too. So it's very earthy. It kind of, to me, smells like, you know, you're gardening or you've been kind of digging through the damp soil. It has like a lemony smell to it as well, because it starts off with a lemon.
Yeah, I do get the lemons, but it's nicely mixed with the earthiness. It's almost like mud, soiliness. This actually I quite like.
Yeah.
And this actually I would wear in comparison to Jungle Jezebel, which is a bit difficult to wear.
Oh, right. It's by Miguel Matos, the same perfumer.
But yeah, I like that because also it's heavy on the patchouli, and I think it nicely blends with the earthiness, the muddiness of the Geosmin note in there.
Yeah, definitely. I am glad that you think so. I mean, to me, it reminds me of gardening a little bit, but it also just, I think it also has a kind of, when you wear it, it has a kind of a tasteful harking back to hippie times. So to me, it kind of reminds me of like, you know, yesteryear hippie era when I was like 17 and smoking a lot of pot.
I think of Woodstock and dancing around in the rain when it's created all that mud and people rolling around and getting dirty with the mud and the earth and everything. Yeah,
and I kind of like, I think that's where I was also going with like PRISM Head was like Deadhead.
Oh.
A little bit. Okay. And also The Dark Side of the Moon, the Pink Floyd album cover, and how it is like a prism and a rainbow coming through the prism. So I was really looking to kind of reference that sort of mind expansiveness.
That's cool. I actually really enjoy that one. It's got a lot of patchouli. Maybe that's why.
It's very patchouli.
Yeah, so it's quite nice. Check that one out. We are going to the house of STARCK Paris, named after Philippe Starck. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Do you know who that is?
I don't. No, I do not.
So this is called Peau d'Allure, and I think it might be on its way out as far as availability. So check it out if you can. This is created by Annick Menardo. It's earthy. It's got earthy notes, green notes. There's musk and woods. It's not as strong with the earthiness as PRISM Head is.
It kind of feels...
It's fresher.
Is it fougere?
Do you think it's fougere-like?
There's something kind of fougere to me about it.
No, I mean, I guess I kind of get fougere, but it's quite earthy and woody for
Okay.
sure, yeah.
I guess after smelling Prism Head,
It doesn't stand against it.
because Prism Head is like really not holding back with the kind of dirty, wet earth.
Yeah, this is kind of like dabbling in
Quite a
it.
pleasant, perfumed variation of earthiness.
It's quite fresh, but this next one is also created by the same perfumer, and this is from the house of AMOUAGE, Figment Man. So I think Annick Bernardo created these two fragrances back to back. Unfortunately, Figment Man is discontinued, but you might be able to find it. It's earthy notes with animalic notes. Woo! This is very earthy.
We'll see about that.
We'll see about that. So this one has lemons, geranium, pink pepper, sandalwood, animalic notes, vetiver, labdanum, gaiac wood, earthy notes. Ooh,
I really like this one. It's really nice.
It's quite animalic. Lots of earth. Animals and the earth kind of go together, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the smells kind of, yeah.
Well, also because the word dirty, it's kind of a funny word because like with fragrance, because often dirty could refer to animalic, but it also could refer to actual dirt.
Yeah, it could.
They go hand in hand.
Most people refer to like the dirty notes, like civet and things like that. This next fragrance is from the house of eccentric molecules. It's molecule 5, and it's supposed to be cashmeran, a synthetic note. But to me, it's total petrichor.
So cashmeran is meant to smell a little bit like kind of suede cashmere, smooth, kind of.
But this I get mushroomy qualities from.
So this, do you think it's a single? This isn't just cashmeran.
It is just cashmeran.
Is it?
Yeah. Do you get what I'm getting?
Yeah, I understand what you're getting, but it's kind of
I guess in its natural raw form, cashmeran has these kind of earthy, damp, soily, kind of mushroomy accords or smells, but they mix it in quite a bit. It's quite powdery also.
Yeah, well, cashmeran is kind of meant to be a bit musky, a bit
Yeah, it's
smooth.
very musky actually, yeah. What do you think?
I find eccentric molecules really interesting because they just basically take these like amazing lab created inventions or discoveries basically, and they just bottle that one thing, and it's quite an amazing brand. Actually, I think it's quite incredible.
I think they do good work. This is not my favorite eccentric molecule.
Do they ever blend?
So they basically launch the individual ingredient or note in one fragrance, and they launch a second one, an equivalent that is actually finished fragrance with that ingredient that's in the main bottle with a bunch of other notes. So you can have a finished fragrance and just that one ingredient separately.
And they always work with the founder of the brand as a perfumer.
Geza Schoen, yeah. So next we're going to the house of Etel Libre d'Orange. It's Hermann. I'm not going to say all of the entire name because it's like 2 sides. It's a long one.
That's pretty cool.
I think this is a Canton Biche creation.
Okay.
Super
hot perfumer of the decade.
Yeah. He launched this way before he became the big hot name he is. But this is green, it's geosmin, it's peppery, it's spicy, there's rose here, there's patchouli and musk. It's bright.
It's really exciting. I like this one a lot.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, it's not as like, to me,
it's not as earthy.
Earthy, not as much, but doesn't matter. I mean, it's a really nice fragrance. But on the earthy scale, I'd say it's kind of like not that earthy to me.
No, it's not that earthy. It's more green to me.
It's very nice. I really like it.
You like this one?
Yeah.
All right, next up we've got a fragrance from the house of Tiziana TERENZI. It's Ecstasy. Have you tried this one, Sarah?
I haven't. No. I'm so excited to be able to try it right now.
This is one that's not very hyped from this brand. I actually really love it. It's very foresty and earthy at the same time. It's spruce, pine, soil tincture. There's incense, rose, patchouli, violet, woods, amber. What are your thoughts? It's peppery too.
It's very pleasant. I suppose if it were to be earthy, it would be maybe more like a flower garden kind of an idea. Like it's not that kind of like dirty, but it kind of has because of the rose, I think it's more of like a refined, pleasant tree.
Yeah, this one doesn't have the earthy dirtiness. It's the vegetation, I think, but a bit more dry. And then you come like maybe you're walking across this beautiful forest of pine trees and spruce trees. You can smell the earth, but there's this overgrowth of a patch of roses. And that fragrance is blending with the woods and the aromatic touches of the trees.
It's very refined. It's very elegant.
I really love it. Nobody talks about it. I think it's not one of those hyped fragrances. It's an acquired taste, but it's nicely done.
I think so.
Next, we're going to the house of ORIZA LEGRAND. This is CHYPRE Mousse. Are you familiar with this? Oh, you're going to love this.
Oh, boy.
You're going to love this one.
So exciting.
This is very mushroomy.
Cool. I'm excited that I get to try so many fragrances when I come over here.
So this one has soil tincture. There's oak moss, fennel, mint, green notes, angelica, galbanum, clover, mushrooms. It's also a CHYPRE style, which is one of my favorite fragrance styles. Absolutely love it.
It's amazing. Yeah. It's really, really nice.
It's quite earthy, but also green at the same time. And the oak moss gives you that kind of damp forest floor-like effect, which is what I love about oak moss. But then you got the mushrooms. It's so good.
Is the angelica popping out at you, like when you smell it?
Not so much. I think the galbanum pops out a bit more for me. It's green, but it's not necessarily ultra green. The soil tincture or the soil and the mushrooms cover up the greenness, I think.
It's really nice. It's a little sweet. If I were to read the notes only, I would not expect this is how it would smell.
All right, so the next fragrance, we're going to the house of Andrea Mack. This is Coven. Are you familiar with this one?
Yeah, this is one that I have smelled.
This is like lush vegetation with the earth mixed in. It's a soil tincture, galbanum, oak moss, green grass, cedar, and cloves. But I get bell peppers from it.
Yeah, I can see that. It's very vegetal. It kind of has like that. I really like this one. It is grassy. It has that like it has that kind of green feel to it.
To me, it reminds me of my dad growing bell peppers or peppers in general and picking them, and you can smell the earth and the greenness of the bell peppers. It gives me that kind of a...
I feel like this one's really pushing out into more of like a adventurous territory with the earthiness.
Really?
Yeah, I like it.
It's a good one for sure.
Yeah, it's really good.
Next, we have Bay 19 from the house of Le Labo. This is definitely one of my favorite fragrances that features Petrichor. Also because there's a lot of patchouli here. It smells like wet earth. It's
soft, though. It's like soft, lovely earth.
Typical of Le Labo. It's not a screamer. I wish they made fragrances a bit stronger, but it's not. But when you wear it on skin, it develops really nicely. There's patchouli here. There's juniper, ambroxan. There's ozonic notes, green leaves, musk. It's a great fragrance. Let me know if you guys are a fan of Bay 19 from Le Labo.
Yeah, it's a very popular fragrance, isn't it? I feel like that's one of the...
Do you think it is?
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard people talk about it.
It's an acquired taste, I thought. The Petrichor, like...
I've heard about it a lot. So people might like it.
So next we are going to the house of Zoologist Perfumes. It's BAT. This is the second edition of BAT. You know, honestly, I do like the first edition of BAT more.
I have a bottle of the first edition of BAT.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
What do you think?
This one...
It's different, right?
This one isn't as earthy. It doesn't have like the original one. You feel like you've just walked into a bat cave.
Bat cave, yeah. I have actually a conversation with Ellen Covey on the channel with really bad audio discussing the first BAT.
So that might have been a long time ago.
Yeah, it was like 10 years ago for sure.
Yeah. And so who made this one?
This one, bummer, I think it's Prin Lomros, is it?
Maybe.
I think it's Prin Lomros. That's BAT.
It's definitely more
I think it's fruitier.
wearable. The passion fruit is definitely coming out in the forefront in a really beautiful way. It's quite gorgeous.
I kind of like the adventurous side of the OG because that earthy soil tincture is...
But it's not as wearable, I have to say. Like,
no, it's not
one
wearable.
of the things that, like, when people come around, I show them some adventurous perfumes, like what's wild and like what perfume can be. And I show them BAT, the original one. This one doesn't sit in that realm, but it is really nice.
But I also heard that Ellen Covey of Olympic Orchids, is that the name of the brand? She might have, I think she launched the fragrance, relaunched it as a different name. I think it's called Night Flyer.
Oh, okay.
Which kind of refers to the bat, I'm assuming, Night Flyer.
Right.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I'm sure Victor Wong isn't all too happy about that.
Oh, I don't know how. I don't know. I don't want to get involved in
We don't know the politics.
All right, we have a really awesome Petrichor fragrance next from a house that I haven't spoken too much about. It's Darren Allen Perfumes. It's called After the Rain. Are you guys familiar with this house?
Where is this house from?
It's a USA house, and I discovered this brand at Fragrance Vault in Tahoe.
Oh, cool.
Right.
That's
It's
awesome.
total petrichor. It's ozone, wet rocks, dried leaves, fresh air, wet soil, green leaves, fern, wild honeysuckle, lingering smell of sunshine on skin.
I'd say this is out of all the ones that we've smelled so far, aside from Prison Head, I'd say this one is up towards the top of like, yes, you're getting that petrichor, you're getting that geosmin. It's super earthy.
But also green and floral.
Really beautiful. This is a gorgeous fragrance.
Yeah. This is a fine example of petrichor and geosmin in one fragrance.
Absolutely.
If that's what you're after, definitely.
It's soft. It's a little bit on the sweet side. It's got florals that are definitely present. And yeah, it's quite lovely.
You can also pick out the wet experience, 'cause it's called After the Rain. You know, when it rains after the rain, it's still wet out. You've got that experience in that fragrance. But this is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. This is PARAISSAIT from the house of Joram Studio. Are you familiar with this?
Yes, of course.
I love this.
Because they're based in the UK. So
Oh God, that's so good. That's one of the best smells I have put my nose on.
that's really nice.
It's vegetation, it's earth, it's fruits, all together in a very fresh morning, wet, breezy, sunshiny forest of some kind. Vegetation, or like overgrowth garden or something.
It's like linseed oil or turpentine. I also feel like I'm at a painter's studio. There's
Really?
something, there's definitely something, but those are all made of terpenes, and they're these natural smells
that's so
that
good.
are used in painting. So yeah, this is beautiful. I can picture like an artist studio with a painted landscape. Really nice.
It's funny, I went to their store in Edinburgh.
Scotland, yeah.
And it was on a really rainy day. And I went through the whole collection with the brand, and I bought that one because it was an instant love. It was so good.
That's awesome.
So the next one we're talking about is another zoologist. It's called Sloth.
Oh, I know this one. This one is good.
Isn't this also Lynn Prin Lomros?
I actually don't know who did this one, but I remember really liking it.
It's chamomile, acai berry, hay, mushroom, lavender, oak moss, marigold, and beeswax. And I think it's the mushrooms that's giving us the geosmin-like effect in the fragrance.
Yeah, it's so fun. And you can kind of picture like a sloth somehow. I love how you have to, when you smell zoologist, you have to picture the animal. And like when you do, it kind of, if it can come together, it's really fun.
I definitely picture the animal in its environment.
Yeah.
This totally paints a picture of its environment. You just have to put the animal in that environment.
It's exotic. It's really gorgeous.
Yeah. Okay, next up we're going to the House of Rogue Perfumery. It's Mousse Illuminé. This one was recently featured in our Scent Club kit, and we have some individual samples left of this one, but this is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. Oh man, it's very mossy and damp forest floor with oak moss, cedar, artemisia. There's white flowers and musk. There's cypress, olibanum. It's so good. Really, really nicely done by Manuel Cross. He does great work.
Wow. I wonder like what white flowers are you getting in there?
I think I'm getting magnolia because there's a bit of a tart effect in there. Not like
It's
jasmine.
not jasmine, and it's not tuberose.
It's not tuberose either. I think could be
Lily of the Valley. Maybe?
Could be Lily of the Valley because it's green. It's a very green fragrance. And maybe like a citrusy floral note could be in there as well.
It seems also like really unisex as well.
It is, yeah. I mean, it is masculine
Maybe
leaning,
masculine leaning.
but it is unisex.
I like it.
Next, we're going to the House of Maison Margiela. It's Soul of the Forest. I would not have featured this here, but late last year, I learned this collection is back, and they brought back 3 of the fragrances, and this is one of them. And this is also another Canton Biche fragrance.
Nice.
He's a big guy. Fir balsam, cedar, blackcurrant, incense, labdanum, chili, maple, oak moss, patchouli.
Okay.
This might be petrichor adjacent. It's not like full-on petrichor or geosmin.
I mean, the notes seem like it would be, but then the smell not matching up as much for me.
I think it's more mass appealing. I think these kind of fragrances might be a bit too daring for the mass masses.
It's a little bit on the mass appealing side. I'm not getting like the excitement of like Petrichor when I smell that.
And it's also not as good as his other creation.
Oh, for sure not, because
Hermann.
that's gorgeous.
Next, going to the house of Boho Boko, it's magic mushrooms.
I am so excited to try this.
You haven't tried it before?
No, but because some people feature PRISM Head on Instagram, and they're also showing magic mushrooms, and so I've been really curious. So this will be the first time I'm smelling it. It is actually, the juice is pink.
Yeah.
The actual juice is pink.
Honestly,
that's so funny.
I like yours a little better. This one's a bit challenging for me.
Why is that, do you think?
I don't know.
The juice is actually pink. That's pretty cool. And I like the velour top, the soft velour top. Yeah. It's kind of fun.
Well, what do you think of it? You get the cannabis? It is a bit weird, I think.
It's weird. It's a weird one. It's nothing, like cannabis isn't jumping out.
It's vetiver, moss, patchouli. There's marine notes, blackcurrant, cloves, davana, everlasting flower, green notes, hemp, lavender, mushrooms, thyme, ylang ylang, cardamom, cypress green, grapefruit.
Okay, so it's not supposed to smell like cannabis. I don't know why, for some reason I thought you said that it was.
The thyme is so strong. That is the herb that I'm getting so strong. And it's a dry variety of thyme. And it smells like food to me.
Dried thyme, so it smells a bit like Italian food. I don't know. Is it mushroomy even?
I think it is mushroomy for sure. I think it is.
Do you know who did this one?
Well, they don't release the names of the perfumers.
Oh, don't they at all?
No. I think it's more on the daring side. I think people like these kind of things.
Okay.
I would wear yours a little more than magic mushrooms. It's a bit challenging.
Yeah. Oh,
there's a lot going on to take on all at once.
For me, it's just not sparking that much.
Okay.
So I don't even really find it that challenging because I'm not, I don't know, maybe I'm anosmic to something in there or something. It's just not jumping out at me.
Okay.
I know what you mean though about the dried thyme.
The thyme is really strong for sure. All right, we have another fragrance here. It's from a house called Hunain. It's Asubuhi. Are you guys familiar with this house? Are you familiar with this house?
No.
I think they're from the UK.
Asubuhi.
That's the name of the fragrance.
Cool.
This is, I think, inspired by dewy mornings of flowers. It's violet leaves, jasmine, galbanum, cardamom, amber, ylang ylang, tuberose, blue chamomile, sandalwood, patchouli, vetiver, eaglewood, vanilla, mimosa. What you think?
It's wild.
It's wild?
It's wild.
It's quite ozonic and watery. I get the dewy experience quite a bit. I'm not getting too much of the earth and petrichor. The geosmin, but maybe petrichor adjacent once again.
Right. So are they saying that geosmin they're saying it's a note?
No, there's no mention of geosmin.
Or petrichor?
I was doing some research and apparently this is on the petrichor side. But when I smell it, I don't get it as much as like some of the other fragrances. But it is on the green side and earthy side for sure.
Yeah. Next
we have a fragrance called Petrichor Plains from Mihan Aromatics.
Okay, so this better smell like petrichor. I better get after the rain with this one.
What if you don't get after the rain?
I don't know. It's really dangerous to put the name of what it's supposed to smell like on the bottle if it doesn't actually smell like that. Let's see.
I don't get much petrichor and earth from that one. That's why I asked you, what would you do if it wasn't?
I do like it though.
Yeah.
It smells really nice.
I put it in the list because it does have the word petrichor.
But it doesn't actually smell like petrichor.
No, it's more like Santal 33, which is not one of my favorite fragrances, unfortunately. But it's called Petrichor Plains. It's got notes of woods, rain notes, solar notes, earthy notes, asphalt.
I like the alliteration of the name, Petrichor Plains.
Okay.
I think the name is good.
Yeah, I think the name is good.
That it's not doing what it says it's supposed to do.
It's not. All right, next we're going to the house of Source Adage. It's Kilei. Are you familiar with Source Adage?
No.
It's a New York brand that moved to Italy.
Well, that's a big move.
This is pretty petrichor earthy to me. It's a silver fern, jasmine, lavender, coriander, rosemary, black pepper, metallic aldehydes, smoke, and mineral-rich earthy notes.
This is definitely on the top scale of the petrichor list of the petrichors that we have smelled.
It's very petrichor-y.
Definitely in number in the top like 8, 9, 10 of Petrichor. It's cool.
You like
It's
it?
a really cool fragrance. Yeah.
It's very
fun.
petrichor-y, but it's also a bit minerally and also marine. I'm getting a lot of marine touches in there, even though they don't mention it. Do you get it? Like a sulfuric kind of.
Oh, it's really a fun fragrance. I would like to try this on skin. This is something that excites me. It makes me want to put it on and see how does it wear, because that'll be a different experience than just smelling it on the street.
I agree. Yeah, it'll totally be a different experience. So that is a brand called Source Adage, and it's Chile.
Yeah, nice one.
All right, and then we're going to the house of Parfum d'Empire. This is Corsica Furiosa.
Furiosa.
Do you like that name?
Yeah, Furiosa. Who doesn't love Furiosa?
From the Mad Max movies?
Yeah. It's a big name to live up to, though, because she is awesome.
So this is eau de vie, tomato leaves, oakmoss, lentiscus, which is mastic resin. There's wild mint and 3 types of lentiscus extractions, which create a peppery, fruity, aromatic, earthy mushrooms, hay, blonde tobacco, honey, straw, licorice, resin, spices, leather experience. So Corsica, it's referring to the island of Corsica, and it's inspired by the terroir of Corsica.
The terroir of Corsica. That would be the land.
The land.
So
I
like this a lot. It is super leafy. You can almost
tomato leaves.
You can almost like feel the fur, the Sharpie fur bits on like a stem of a tomato plant. It has a.
Yeah, I see that.
It's fun. I like that one. It's really cool. Super adventurous.
Yeah.
And I think it lives up to the name, Furiosa. Actually, I like it. Yeah.
That's a great analogy, yes. Next, we're going to the house of Nishane. It's Shinanai.
Shinanai.
Not Shinane.
Not Shinane. Hey, Shinane.
This is mushrooms to the max with a lot of white flowers. Woo.
Ooh, the mushrooms. This one actually, out of all of what I've smelled,
It's quite mushroomy, huh?
the mushroom is prominent in this one. It's in a fun way.
It's civet, oakmoss, apopanax, gardenia, tuberose, elemi, mastic, and magnolia.
Oh, with the civet as well. That is fun.
You like that?
Shinane.
So this is our friend Aguilos.
Aguilos! Genius.
You like it?
Genius. It's fun. Yeah, it's really fun. It's definitely an interesting combination of things. It's definitely pushing the boundaries of fragrance in a super awesome way. It's really, really cool. Yeah, and Aguilos is so talented. Love him.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Then we're going to end the list with Acampora's Musk Gold, or you can go with the regular musk. And this is the most unusual musk fragrance. It's like fungi musk, featuring lavender, rose, jasmine, neroli, violet, amber, vanilla, patchouli, sandalwood, musk, and floral honey. Have you experienced Acampora?
Of course.
So this is the fragrance.
Miguel Matos has made a lot of fragrances
Oh yeah,
for Acampora.
yeah, he has. This is definitely the fragrance that put them on the map.
I don't think he did this one. So this is
No.
probably pre-Miguel Matos as a perfumer fragrance.
Yeah, this is actually created by Bruno Acampora.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
the main guy that started the brand in the 70s. The main one is the OG in the silver bottle, but I've featured the gold here. So for me, it's a combo of Petrichor and Geosmin here.
So do you think that this was designed in the 80s? This fragrance?
I thought the brand started in the 70s, but I don't know when that fragrance came out. Could be 80s.
But not recent.
No, I think this is a pretty long-standing fragrance.
Right. Like out of all these fragrances, it might be
The oldest. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I agree.
interesting. So this is like the original Petrichor fragrance.
I could say that, yeah.
So saying that, how Petrichor is it?
I think it's more earth and mushrooms and
It is a
Geosmin.
little Petrichor-y. It's definitely not on the low end of all these fragrances in terms of the Petrichor scale. I'd say it's somewhere in the middle.
It's in the middle, yeah.
Yeah.
Because some of these don't, like the Mihan Aromatics and even the Maison Margiela, really, really in the bottom.
So if Petrichor isn't in a note, you just know in the encyclopedia in your brain, like that I remember that the Acampora smells like Petrichor to me. Amazing.
Yeah.
You guys have to see this library of fragrances. It is pretty impressive, Sebastian. You've got like
6,000 bottles.
It's amazing. And actually, when I come here, it's really cool because if I have something in mind that I want to smell, even a family or a perfumer, Sebastian is like, he knows what he's got. He doesn't even need to like look it up on a spreadsheet.
It's in my mind.
There's a spreadsheet in his mind.
Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching today's video on Petrichor, Geosmin, Earthy fragrances. Let me know which one sounds great to you guys. And definitely check out the brand new Sarah Baker Prism Head. I love that name, by the way.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
And I hope that you guys like the fragrance. It's definitely an adventurous fragrance. So
it's not Peach's Revenge.
It isn't. Not at all. It's a fun one. It's artistic.
Yeah. Anyway, appreciate you tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, please list below. Please like this video. Please share it. Please like it, guys. It'll help with the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.